தமிழ் நெஞ்சங்களுக்கு அன்பு கலந்த வணக்கங்கள். நம் தமிழகத்தையும் இலங்கையும் ஒப்பிட்டால் நிலப்பரப்பை பொறுத்தவரை நம் தமிழகத்துல பாதிதான் இலங்கை. அது ஒரு குட்டி நாடு. மக்கள் தொகையை ஒப்பிட்டால் நம் தமிழகத்துல 3 பேர் வசிக்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னா இலங்கையில ஒருவர் தான் வசிக்கிறார். 3 இல் 1. அதாவது இலங்கையின் மொத்த மக்கள் தொகையே சுமார் 2 கோடி தான். 26 வருடம் போர் நடைபெற்றது எல்டிடிக்கும் அரசு படைக்கும். 2009ஆம் ஆண்டு இதில் அரசு படை வெற்றி பெற்றது. எல்டிடி தலைவர் திரு பிரபாகரன் கொல்லப்பட்டார். அப்பொழுது இலங்கையின் ஜனாதிபதி மஹிந்த ராஜபக்சே 2005ஆம் ஆண்டிலிருந்து 2015ஆம் ஆண்டு வரைக்கும் இலங்கையின் ஜனாதிபதியாக ராஜபக்சே இருந்தார். இலங்கையின் நம்பர் 1 சக்தி வாய்ந்த அரசியல்வாதியாகவும் திகழ்ந்தார். அரசியல் சாசனத்தை கூட மாற்றியமைத்தார். இலங்கையின் அரசியல் சாசனத்தை பொறுத்தவரை ஒருத்தர் ஜனாதிபதி பதவியை 2 முறை தான் வகிக்க முடியும், 3வது முறை வகிக்க முடியாது. இதை ராஜபக்சே மாற்றியமைத்தார். 2015 தேர்தலை சந்திக்கிறார். அதிர்ச்சியாக தோல்வி அடைந்து விட்டார். அவருக்கு மிகப்பெரிய அதிர்ச்சி, நாம எப்படி தோல்வி அடைந்தோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. அவரை எதிர்த்து நின்ற சிறிசேனா ஜனாதிபதியானார். ரணில் விக்ரமசிங்கே பிரதமரானார். அவங்க வந்ததும் மீண்டும் அரசியல் சாசனத்தை திருத்திட்டாங்க. ராஜபக்சே 3வது முறையாக ஜனாதிபதியாக வந்துவிடக் கூடாது என அரசியல் சாசனத்தில் திருத்தம் கொண்டு வரப்படுகிறது. ஒருவர் இலங்கையில அதிகபட்சம் 2 முறை மட்டுமே ஜனாதிபதியாக இருக்க முடியும் என்று 3 வருடமாக ஆட்சி செய்து வருகிறார்கள். நம்ம ஊர்ல எல்லாம் உள்ளாட்சி தேர்தல் நடந்தா ஆளும் கட்சி தான் வெற்றி பெறும், அதுதான் வழக்கம். இலங்கையிலும் இந்த வருடம் உள்ளாட்சி தேர்தல் நடைபெற்றது. ஆனால் ஆளும் கட்சி வெற்றி பெறவில்லை. ராஜபக்சேவின் கட்சி வெற்றி பெற்று விட்டது. பெரும்பாரியான இடங்கள்ல ஆளும் கட்சிக்கு மிகப்பெரிய அதிர்ச்சி. ராஜபக்சே என்ன சொல்றாரு அப்படின்னா, இனிமே இலங்கையில் நாதான், என் கட்சி தான் இனிமேல் இலங்கையில் ஆட்சி செய்யும், வரக்கூடிய தேர்தலிலும் நாங்கள் வெற்றி கனியை பறிப்போம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி தேர்தல் களம் கண்டு வருகிறார். இந்த நிலையில தான் டெல்லி வருகிறார். பாஜக மூத்த தலைவர் திரு சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமி அவர்கள் ராஜபக்சேவிற்கு நல்ல நண்பர். அவருடைய அழைப்பின் பேர் தான் மஹிந்த ராஜபக்சே 3 நாள் பயணமாக டெல்லி வருகிறார். இந்தியா இலங்கை என்ற தலைப்பில் சொற்பொழிவு நிகழ்த்துகிறார். இந்திய பிரதமர் நரேந்திர மோடியை சந்திச்சார், ராகுல் காந்தியையும் சந்தித்தார், இலங்கை திரும்பினார். இது ஒரு புறம் இருக்கையில டெல்லி வந்திருந்த மஹிந்த ராஜபக்சே அவர்களை நாம் சந்திக்க நேரிட்டது. தந்தி டிவி வாயிலாக பல்வேறு கேள்விகளை அவரிடம் முன்வைத்தோம். தமிழர்களாகிய நம்மை பற்றி அவருடைய எண்ணம்தான் என்ன? தமிழகத்தையும் இலங்கையையும் இணைக்கும் வகையில் சாலை அமைக்க சம்மதமா? கடல் எல்லை தாண்டும் தமிழக மீனவர்களை சுட்டுக் கொள்வது நியாயமா? முன்னாள் பிரதமர் ராஜீவ்காந்தி கொலை வழக்கில் தண்டனை பெற்று வரும் 7 பேர்ல 4 பேர் இலங்கையை சேர்ந்தவர்கள். அவர்களுடைய விடுதலைக்கு பின் மீண்டும் இலங்கையில் அவர்கள் குடியேற ஆசைப்பட்டார். அவர்களை அவர் அனுமதிப்பாரா? எல்டிடிஇ தலைவர் பிரபாகரன் மரணிக்கவில்லை என தமிழ் அரசியல்வாதிகள் சில பேர் பேசி வருவதை குறித்து ராஜபக்சேவின் கருத்துதான் என்ன? திரு பிரபாகரன் அவர்களுடைய கடைசி நொடிகளை பற்றி திரு ராஜபக்சே அவர்களிடம் கேட்டோம். திரு பிரபாகரன் அவருக்கு சரணடைய வாய்ப்பு தரப்பட்டதா என்ற கேள்வியும் முன்வைக்கப்பட்டது. இறுதிப் போரின் போது இந்திய அரசு இலங்கைக்கு உதவி செய்ததா? இலங்கை ராணுவத்தால் அப்பாவி இலங்கை தமிழர்கள் கொல்லப்பட்டது குறித்தும் சர்வதேச தொலைக்காட்சிகள் காண்பித்த அந்த கொடூர வீடியோவாவது ராஜபக்சேவின் மனதை வருத்தியதா? ராஜபக்சே 3வது முறையாக ஜனாதிபதி ஆக முடியாதபடி அந்த நாட்டினுடைய அரசியல் சாசனம் திருத்தப்பட்டது குறித்தும் மீண்டும் இலங்கையின் பிரதமராக ராஜபக்சே காய் நகர்த்துகிறாரா என்றும் சென்ற தேர்தலில் ராஜபக்சே அரசை கவிழ்த்தது இந்தியாவா என்ற கேள்வியும் முன்வைத்தோம். போரின் கடைசி தருணத்தில் திமுக கொடுத்த அழுத்தம், அரசியலில் சமீபத்தில் கமல்ஹாசனும் ரஜினியும் குதித்துள்ளார்கள். ரஜினிகாந்துடைய டயலாக அவருடைய தேர்தல் பிரச்சாரங்கள்ல ராஜபக்சே பேசியது குறிப்பிடத்தக்கது. ரஜினிகாந்த் கமல்ஹாசன் பத்தி உங்களுடைய அபிப்பிராயம் என்ன? அவர்களுடைய திரைப்படங்களை பார்ப்பீர்களா என்பது போன்ற கேள்விகளையும் முன்வைத்தோம். தமிழக அரசியல் வட்டாரத்தில் ராஜபக்சேவிற்கு நண்பர்கள் இருக்கிறார்களா என்பதையும் கேட்டறிந்தோம். இலங்கையில் மீண்டும் ஆட்சியை பிடித்தால் இலங்கை தமிழர் மற்றும் தமிழக மீனவர் குறித்து திரு ராஜபக்சே அவர்களின் நிலைப்பாடுதான் என்ன என்பதையும் முன்வைத்தோம். இலங்கையில் குடும்ப அரசியலை உச்சத்திற்கு கொண்டு சென்றது உள்ளிட்ட பல்வேறு கேள்விகளை முன்வைத்தோம். அதை இப்பொழுது நாம் காணலாம். சார் வணக்கம். Thank you for joining us, sir. What is your opinion on the people of Tamil Nadu?
I mean, for me, whether it is Tamil Nadu or India. They are our friends. They are our people. We treat them equally.
Whom will you consider your close cousins, sir? I am asking the people of Sinhalese, whether it is people of Odisha from India, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka, or the Hindi-speaking people.
The whole Sri Lankan, the whole Indians, our relations. I mean, whether it is from the south or Resa or Calcutta or anywhere, we are Sri Lankan. They are Indians. So but we all come from. I mean, we consider them as relations and friends.
Will you favor the resuming of boat service between Talaimannar and Dhanushkodi of India?
Yeah, we started it. There were 2 or 3 boats that was operating, but it was not viable, and they stopped it. We started it when our government was there.
Do you think it is time to build a bridge between Sri Lanka and India, that is between Talaimannar and the pilgrimage town Rameshwaram?
No, you don't need to build bridges, but I mean, there is a way of, the boat services are there now, so there is no need of building a bridge, but there is a way of, at the moment, because it will be very expensive.
In case if India is willing to fund the bridge?
Yeah, we don't mind it. I don't think people will mind it. There was a talk like that they are going to fund it. But whether it is viable, I don't know.
You are not in favor of a bridge?
Yeah, because then you have to break the, what you call the bridge that was built earlier. The story goes back to Ramayana.
So you don't want to disturb that site?
Yes.
And hence you are not...
We don't want to disturb that.
Do you think it is proper to punish Tamil Nadu fishermen just for poaching in Sri Lankan waters by killing them?
I don't think so. We have killed anybody. I mean, other than there were 1 or 2 incidents. Other than that, there was no killing. We don't say that you should kill people. I mean, you have, especially the fishermen, because fishermen go behind the fish. Fish doesn't have any borders. But there is a way of doing it. Because most of the trawlers that comes and trawling and raping the, what you call the seabed, will finally destroy everything. And finally, both parties will not have any fish, whether it is India or Sri Lanka. Because those days it was our fault when we never allowed the Sri Lankan fishermen to go to the sea. And therefore they had the free time, free way to the Indian fishermen to come and fish in our waters. But now, of course, it is a livelihood of our fishermen. We have to look after them too. So therefore, this problem is there. We have to discuss it and come to some settlement.
Sir, the newspapers and the internet articles says in the last 20 years, more than 100 fishermen have been shot dead. Do you think, are you in favor of putting a full stop to this? Do you think that killing of fishermen should be stopped?
Yes, we can. But both governments must be able to come to a settlement. I mean, for one decision, they must take a decision on this.
What is your...
Because when our fishermen come to your waters, they will take them into custody.
But we never kill them.
Yeah, but I don't think they killed anybody other than personal fights that has gone there.
Even last year there was a big incident and there was a big protest.
Yeah, there are incidents, among the 2 parties, 2 fishermen, from Sri Lankan fishermen, and otherwise I don't think they will.
So, but it was the Sri Lankan Navy who fired at the Tamil Nadu fishermen.
When was that? Not in our time. I don't know, I mean.
Because the fishermen who come back alive, even with bullet injuries, they say so. They say Sri Lankan Navy has fired at us.
Is that so?
Do you think, are you in favor?
No, I am not favoring shooting them, but they must respect the borders and other feelings of the other fishermen also.
What are your comments as far as the status quo is concerned, sir? Should shooting be completely stopped?
No, they must stop shooting. I mean, you can't shoot people. They have to stop it. But then both parties must understand each other and act.
What do you think should be?
Because I mean, the fishermen are just coming for day-to-day to earn something out of it. The boat owners are the culprits who send them to Sri Lankan waters. This is what I feel.
So that is why Sri Lankan government take away the boats and...
That's right. And send the fishermen out. We release the fishermen but keep the boats. But finally we allow the boats also to be taken.
What do you think could be the permanent solution for the fishermen issue, sir?
No, that we have to have a discussion, a dialogue, and come to a settlement, and fishermen must also respect that settlement.
திரு பிரபாகரன் அவர்கள் மரணிக்கவில்லை என சில தமிழ் அரசியல்வாதிகள் பேசி வருவது குறித்தும், திரு பிரபாகரன் அவர்களின் கடைசி நிமிடங்கள் எப்படி இருந்தது என்பது குறித்தும், திரு பிரபாகரன் அவர்கள் சுட்டுக் கொல்லப்படுவதற்கு முன் அவருக்கு சரணடைய வாய்ப்பு வழங்கப்பட்டதா என்பது குறித்தும் திரு ராஜபக்சே அவர்களிடம் கேள்வியை முன்வைத்தோம். அவர் என்ன பதில் சொல்லியிருக்கிறார் என்பதை இந்த இடைவேளைக்கு பிறகு காணலாம். Present, there is a big debate in India as to whether the people who are involved in the killing of Mr. Rajiv Gandhi be released. What's your take on it, sir?
It's an internal matter, because earlier there was a part given to them by the government, because it is up to India to decide on that. It's an internal matter. I don't want to comment on that.
Out of the 7 people, 4 people are Sri Lankan nationals. In case if they are willing to come back and live peacefully and settle in your country, will you take them back?
It all depends on if they were released and they are Sri Lankan. They are Sri Lankan. Now, of course they are. But I don't think, I'm not sure about it, because I don't want to comment on that. The Sri Lankan passport holder can always come to Sri Lanka. I mean, they are Sri Lankan. That is their house.
Does it apply to them, the 4 people?
For anybody. I mean anybody, not for only for these 4. Anybody can come. But if they have been released.
In case if they are released by the Indian government, will you take them back?
No, first we will wait till they release, then you ask me the question.
Okay. Sir, you are world famous for winning the war against the LTT. But some Tamil leaders still refuse to believe that Mr. Prabhakaran is dead.
So tell them to come and just see what has happened there. The development after Prabhakaran's death is not. If he was there, there would have been more killings in Sri Lanka and more killings in India too. Some leaders would have been killed.
Some Tamil leaders give hope to the people that Prabhakaran is still alive.
Well, that is for their political gains, I think. They have to do that.
What was your winning strategy, sir, in the final war?
No, because you know that there were about 300,000 people, more than 300,000 people were kept hostage by the LTT. And they were shooting, the people want to come to the government controlled areas. They didn't allow that, they shot at them. Then we had to walk in. And finally we managed to finish them.
You mean to say LTT fired at the civilians?
Yes, so many. I mean, it was shown. On television we showed them how they were, trying to stop them coming to the government controlled areas. But then when people were running towards it, they started firing.
Can you recall the last moments of Mr. Prabhakaran?
I was not there to tell you.
But your army commander would have briefed you.
Yeah, the officer who was there, they have come and briefed me what happened, and finally, when there was a battle between both parties, and finally he had been shot, and we found out that he had been shot by the army.
Was he given a choice of surrender?
No, because he was not prepared to surrender. Knowing Prabhakaran, he is not a man who will surrender himself. He will not do that.
What was Mr. Prabhakaran?
If he was ready to surrender, we would have taken him into custody. We were waiting for his surrender. We asked them to surrender.
You asked Mr. Prabhakaran to surrender initially?
No, it was an open invitation for them to surrender.
Was it sent through a messenger or was it aired on TV, sir? Your message?
No, but it was announced openly there in that area by the army.
What was Mr. Prabhakaran's not so clever move that had cost him his life?
I don't know, because he was too sure of himself. This is what happened. He was depending on his firepower, everything, But finally they thought somebody will come and take him away. But it didn't happen.
Was the Indian government helpful to you, sir, in the final war?
Everybody, not only the Indian government, the other governments, helped us. Because if they were against it, or if they put restrictions and start harassing us, the government, we would have not been able to finish them, and they would have been still killing people.
How good was the Indian government's contribution, sir, for Sri Lanka in fighting
we
the final war?
always appreciate the Indian government contribution for Sri Lankan at that time.
Were you disturbed by the mere glimpse of the dead bodies on TV of the innocent Tamils shown by the international channels? Were you disturbed?
Because, yes, because some are films, that they have, when you see a film, it's not true, but there are killings going on. So some of that was shown in the international media was made films,
You mean
Yeah, they deliberately did it. They want to show that we were so,
Do you feel sorry for them, sir? The innocent Tamils who were caught in the crossfire?
Yes, there were not much, in the when a war was going on, there will be few casualties. I expect we are very sorry about it, but unfortunately, we couldn't avoid that. I don't think because otherwise we from the beginning we said, you must remember this is a humanitarian operation, because they are Sri Lankans. That's why I didn't got down any foreign soldiers to fight this war. We used our own people. Because of that, we never used heavy weapons in the last moment. We never used those heavy weapons. We were very careful, and the instructions were 0 civilian casualties. So therefore they were very careful. Otherwise there would have been, and because of that, so many soldiers were killed.
Does it make you worry? Are you upset when the entire world points the finger at you and says thousands of innocent women and children were killed in the war?
That was for some other purpose.
Does it cause a worry within you, sir? Are you worried?
No, but I know this. This is politics. So in politics, you have to listen to all these things. But we know that it did happen. Therefore, I'm not worried.
Sir, if you were not at fault, why did you refuse the international team? Why did you not allow the international team to come inside Sri Lanka and probe?
No, there were people, I mean, now that these government have given, why should the international community is worried about it? Why should we go behind the international one? And we have our own human rights commission, human rights activists, they can go in. Why make it international? The mistake was that. Our mistake was this war was taken to an international level. Getting involved Norwegians and various other people. It should have been, it's an internal matter.
My last question on this topic, sir. If the killings of innocent civilians are proved on paper, who is to be blamed in the Sri Lanka? Was it the former government of Sri Lanka,
No,
or
you
was
can't
it
blame anybody, because they never intend to kill civilians. In the crossfire, there must have been one or two incidents, otherwise there were. So we don't believe in that. These are all trumped up stories.
in those one or two incidents? Did you ensure that the guilty was punished? By your administration?
We punish some soldiers. We file cases against them for killing some people.
For killing innocent Tamils?
Yeah.
அரசியலில் குதித்துள்ள ரஜினிகாந்த் கமல்ஹாசன் குறித்து அவருடைய பார்வை என்ன? ஏன்னா ரஜினிகாந்துடைய சினிமா டயலாக் அவர் தேர்தல் பிரச்சாரங்களில் பல இடங்களில் பயன்படுத்தி வருகிறார். ரஜினிகாந்தோட திரைப்படங்கள்லாம் பாப்பாரா? கமல்ஹாசனை பொறுத்தவரை அவர் என்ன நினைக்கிறார் என்ற கேள்விகள்லாம் முன்வைக்கப்பட்டது. இடைவேளைக்கு பிறகு இதை நீங்கள் பார்க்கலாம்.
You were the most powerful person in Sri Lanka for 10 years. How does it feel to be out of power?
Oh, the people are with me. So I've been in politics from 1970. Now nearly 48, 50 years. So I have won, I have lost. I don't feel it. Whether whether I lost or whether I won, if you are with the people, if they are with you, then they have no problem. I don't feel it.
The present government in Sri Lanka has amended the constitution in order to stop you not becoming the president for the third time.
Yeah.
And they also mock at you saying Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa's political innings is over. How do you react?
But what happened now? I can still influence the people. And I am in politics. They can't stop me doing politics. They want to stop me, but unfortunately they can't.
What about they spoiling your chance of becoming president for the third time because of the constitutional amendment in Sri Lanka?
Even with the amendment, I can contest. This is what I feel if I want, but I will not. But we will put a candidate who can win. And now with the new constitution, I think the Prime Minister is more powerful than the President. So it's much better to be in the Parliament and be the Prime Minister.
So you mean to say that you might be opting to contest for the Prime Ministership rather than being President of Sri Lanka?
Yeah, it might be. It all depends.
And regarding the last election, do you suspect India of toppling your government?
I don't want to comment about that.
But in the earlier elections, you alleged that there was the role of India's RAW in toppling your government.
Yes, that, now of course, everything is over, new chapter. So we don't want to discuss all that.
Can we understand that Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa wants to move away from China and wants to begin a new chapter with India?
I would say new chapter with everybody.
When the war was at its peak, DMK was ruling Tamil Nadu. How difficult was it for you to face the pressure from the DMK through the government of India for a ceasefire?
No, we managed to persuade the government that the LTT must go. But we always respect their views. And we never used heavy weapons. The last stages, we never used it. And that was a request from the Indian government. So we always respected their views.
Now, Ms. Jayalalitha and Mr. Karunanidhi is no more in Tamil Nadu. There is a political vacuum in Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the best emerging leader in Tamil Nadu who can handle the fishermen issue well?
That I don't know. The people must decide on the leaders. We have not met them and we have not discussed with them, with your leaders, most of the leaders now, the presently. So we don't know their thinking.
Sir, of late, Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan have entered into politics.
I welcome them. It's good.
You welcome Rajinikanth or Kamal Haasan?
Oh, both. Both can come to politics. People will decide who is going to be the next Chief Minister in Tamil Nadu, who represent Tamil Nadu. So both are capable, both are popular, even in Sri Lanka.
On a lighter vein, have you watched their movies?
I have watched. I am still watching, When I am my free time, I watch. I like to watch South Indian films.
Who is your favorite on screen? Is it Mr. Rajinikanth or Kamal Haasan?
It's Rajinikanth, I think even Kamal Haasan, both are equally, because both are very capable actors.
We have heard you saying in political rallies, you have quoted the movie dialogue of Mr. Rajinikanth.
Rajinikanth and Kamal Haasan.
Who impressed you the most, sir, on screen?
Oh, both are equally good. I don't want to comment on that.
Do you see them as promising political contenders?
Yes, the way it's happening, I can see them that they are interested in politics and they might come. It all depends on, it's not like acting, politics is different. And they will understand the difficulty of it. But they are good, I mean. They are from the people. They are with the people. They know the feelings of the masses. So I think they can deliver,
Do you have any friends in the political fraternity in Tamil Nadu, sir?
There are many friends I have met them, I have discussed with them, some politicians. Most of them used to come to Sri Lanka very often, I think, for holidays, their relations.
Can you name your friends?
I will not, because there are so many. Otherwise, the other friends will say, you didn't mention my name. So it's much better to keep away.
So you have a lot of political friends in Tamil Nadu. So if your combined wins the next presidential elections in Sri Lanka, what would be your take on Tamil Nadu fishermen and the Tamils living in your Sri Lanka?
We will immediately have a discussion with our counterparts in India about the Indian fishermen's issue. Then with of course, why treat everybody equal, whether it is Northeast Tamil, Muslims or Sinhalese. For me, they are all equal. They have their rights. So, because now if you go through after the war, we developed North and East, and especially for the North, we have spent over $1 billion for giving them housing, electricity, roads, hospitals, schools, universities. So we have done that. But within these 3 years, the present government had not done anything. And people understand what is going on.
What exactly are the plight of the Tamils living in northern part in this present government, sir? What is their plight? Are they at peace, at least?
There is peace. But there are a lot of incidents happening. The law and order is being tarnished in that area, the north. There are a lot of rape, drugs, drug is another problem in the north. Even in the south, of course, drug is a problem, but in the north, they have introduced. And recently, a minister of the cabinet of this government, and she came out and said that this is going on, the politicians are behind it.
Sir, you encouraged your family members into politics, offered them positions in the government, and it seemed to have backfired now, because a letter is circulating saying that you nominated Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa as a presidential candidate in the next election. Are you worried about that?
No, I am not worried, because it all depends on who is the best candidate, who can defeat UNP and SLP both together. So we will select the best candidate. It can be from the family, it can be from any, outsider. So I am looking for a good candidate.
Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa, it's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.